All right, guys, we got Alan's truck here. This thing, what do we say about this thing? Potential trade-in. So right there, that gets a whole different line of repair, because it does not appear to be, you know, something he's keeping. I mean, we tend to work on prides and joys here. I got a couple of, man, I really wanted to get a couple of things out on here too. We're wanting to change our business a little bit. Still gonna work on trucks, still gonna do what we do. Customer service is about to go through the roof. We're gonna focus on individual jobs all the way start to finish, and I'm not gonna get any other jobs until that job is done. I want to focus on one truck all the way from the phone call to the final job, to the final bit of the job. So let's go back to this though. All right, I know it went to one other shop. The other shop that they talked to, the other shop's pretty cool. He's a good guy. But I mean, the first shop it went to, it's got low power. Okay, low power and an oil leak from the oil cooler cover is what it was told to me. So they went to a place and they did some tests and they said the EGR cooler's bad. And then I think they did a test and said the head gaskets are bad or something, but there is no way you can discern between head gasket failure and EGR cooler failure 100%. You can't do it. They're too connected together. So low power was like, okay, well, we'll take a look at it. Maybe the EGR valve is sticking, right? Because it is fully emissions compliant. So if the valve is sticking, you know, but it black smoke like a son of a gun if that's it. But let's look down here first. AC line, yeah, you just bought both those lines. Both those lines are now bought. They're trash. Throw them away. The glow plug wires are on the wrong side. This one right here goes on the driver's side, and that hooks to the FICM mount, and that goes on the oil dipstick. And then the one over there comes over here. It's we got the wrong oil filter cap on it. That right there, I've done many of them. I mean, that's pretty much $700 right there by the time you get out the door. If that takes an IPR valve, you're $700, depending on if we do anything else, you're at least $700. So quit using them. I mean, and the most of the time when I see the change though, is when you go back to Motorcraft. So maybe keep using them. If you put them on there, keep using them. If you lose an IPR valve, well, just go buy another one and keep using them, whatever. But low power, oil leak from the oil cooler cover. It's look, let me show you. Look. Really? All right, now I hate to say it, but don't bring that to the shop. All right, take a look at your own truck, look around, do a little inspection, and look at all the oil. Look, the oil leak is from a CAC tube. It's CAC boot. And that's low power and oil leak right there. The first shop said it needs head gaskets and EGR delete and all kinds of stuff. $7,000. I mean, first off, I'm not doing head gaskets and a delete for $7 grand. It's gonna be a little more, especially, I mean, nowadays. It used to be $7 grand, but it's gonna be a little more now. So, but it's a CAC boot. I mean, I'm only trying to save everybody money, okay? And if you tighten up your AC lines and they are physically touching the clamps for the charge air system, you're doing something wrong. Stop, back up, get away from it, because you're costing yourself more money, especially by all the stuff that's gone on in it. It's just a CAC boot. We don't know about head gaskets, I'm not sure, but generally if they got blown head gaskets, you'll have coolant all over the place. Look how long it looks like since that's been cleaned off. We're looking at I mean, so far, could be a healthy truck. But first thing is get a CAC boot on it, and that's probably it. I like to use the Ford air filters. They're a heck of a lot better than those. Those are 25,000 mile air filters. 25,000 miles, about all you're gonna get. The other ones are 100,000. You get the blue one from Ford, it's 100,000 mile filter. You go ahead and put this line underneath your degas bottle, underneath the bracket, above the bottle, under the bracket. I'm just looking around and just pointing stuff out. Some of you can watch these videos and you'll know what not to do. Like, do not take your truck to a shop because of low power without at least looking at your upper CAC boot. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's going to be a pretty expensive little gig right there. I mean, well, maybe not. I got to get in there and do a clutch. We are But I want to take a look at this. I'm not even going to change that CAC boot. I'm just going to look at it. He can give me a couple bucks for looking at it. He can change it himself. That is not something that is, yeah, I mean, I guess this is why Julie diags so many trucks over the phone. You know, I mean, because this is something that would have been over the phone while you're standing there. I mean, this should have been fixed a long time ago. But it hasn't been very long because there's no oil on the hood. So that's pretty good. And that also must mean there's not a ridiculous amount of blow-by. Let's remember, this is a 55,000 mile. Oh, I didn't even tell you, this is 55,000 mile truck. So with that low of miles, that turbo very likely was suspect. But I mean, we're looking at a boost leak. That's freaking awesome though. Nice and easy. We'll take it. Have a good day, guys.